What's up, y'all? It's TruthTiger, and today I'm going to talk about how politics is pro wrestling. It's the same thing as pro wrestling, where there's this big, fake, dramatic fight that has a predetermined outcome. And unlike pro wrestling, where the audience knows the fight is fake, we all think this political fight is real. But in pro wrestling, the wrestlers who are supposed to be opponents are hanging out together backstage. They're friends, they're buddies, they know each other. And in politics, we think these are two opposing forces when actually there's a predetermined outcome. I don't have solid proof, but I'm pretty darn sure all the elections are rigged and they're just coming up with a predetermined outcome. I was watching some stuff about the George Bush versus John Kerry election back in the day. And an interviewer asked, he said, hey, both of you are involved in the Skull and Bones, which is a secret society in Yale that a lot of elitists come up through. And they said, hey, you guys are both members of the same secret society. What can you guys say about that? And they both said, sorry, can't talk about it. It's a secret. And nobody really paid attention to it, but it's like, they're both from the same secret society. Could they both be behind the scenes pulling the strings and serving the same interests in the end of the day? Yeah, I think they are. And if you really look at who's elected, no matter if they're a Republican or a Democrat, the agenda keeps moving forward. It's more destruction, more defilement, more domination. I mean, that just keeps on going forward. Dominate the world, take our rights away, make more wars, defile us, destroy the culture, destroy cultural values, destroy community values, turn the culture into a very perverse, messed up culture, fight some unjust war. And it just, no matter who you elect, that agenda just keeps on, their evil satanic agenda just keeps on marching forward and marching forward. It doesn't matter. And there was a deposition that the Clintons had to do. And in that deposition, they asked Bill Clinton, was Trump involved with Jeffrey Epstein? And Bill Clinton goes, well, to my knowledge, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, they had nothing to do with each other. And then the Republicans are saying, oh, wow, not all of them, but a lot of the people who are probably paid propagandists are going, he's exonerated. I mean, there have been so many things that have quote-unquote exonerated Trump, and it's like, dude, come on, he is not exonerated. Guess what? Donald Trump and Bill Clinton were there together on the island doing gross things. They both belong to the same satanic cult, as does Obama, as do the Bushes, as does Biden, as does Harris, as does Mitt Romney. They all belong to this same, as did Reagan. They all belong to this same sick satanic cult. And this has been going on for a long, long time. And the people on the Democrat side, oh, Hillary Clinton, slay queen, all this stuff. And it's like, people on both sides. It's like, I used to believe in the lie. I used to believe in this stuff. I used to be fooled too. But there's so much information coming out now that's like, hey, this is all fake. This is all a game. This is all a joke. They're all in on this together. They don't want to sell each other out because they're all on the same team. Again, it's us, the common people, versus these global elitists. It's not left versus right. And I really want people to break out of that paradigm and to realize how fake all this politics is and how it's just a bunch of games and propaganda to give us the illusion of a choice when they have already decided who's going to be the next president. And on top of that, it's not even the president who really rules things. It's this satanic cult. It's businesses with a lot of money. It's special interest groups. But we fall for it. We fall for their games. We fall for their tricks. And it's time to see that it's one party against all the rest of us. If there is someone who does not conform to the Uni-Party, guess what? They ain't getting elected. Bottom line, they're not going to be let in. Because from what I've heard, they decide who the next president is at Bohemian Grove anyways. So some outsider is not even going to be allowed in the club. They're going to make sure that outsider does not have any chance of becoming president. And I mean, if you look at the Congress and all that stuff, there's only two people one a Democrat, one a Republican, that decided, hey, we're going to start saying names and naming names on these files because this is such a disgusting situation. And that was Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna. But what are the rest of them doing? The rest of them are saying, oh, focus on the war. We're going to make a war in Iran. Focus on aliens. Focus on left versus right. Focus on the ICE raids. I'm not saying that a war is good or that the ICE raids are good, or I'm not trying to say all this stuff is good, but they're trying to get you to focus on all this other stuff and not focus on the fact that they all belong to this evil, satanic, PDF file cannibal cult. They belong to this cult of pure evil, but they want to avoid accountability. So guess what? These quote-unquote political enemies who really hang out behind the scenes, they're going to keep like trying to protect each other. And we're going to see this. They're going to try to cover their own butts because they were all involved in this nastiness. And that's what it is. It's nastiness. It's disgustingness. It's so evil and so cruel and so wicked and so corrupt what they are a part of. And a lot of these commentators, both left and right, are paid propagandists. Most of them aren't. I would say a lot of them are just trying to ride the wave. Because if you push the left-wing or the right-wing propaganda, guess what? You automatically have this very large audience. Let's say there's 100 million people who believe in the right, 100 million people who believe in the left. Well, you automatically have an audience of 100 million people. So why not do it? I mean, if I did that stuff, I'd have so much more views if I just jumped on one of these sides. But I realized that, like, if I jump on one of these sides, I'm jumping right into the devil's hands. And on some level, I'm enabling all the BS that's going on. And I'm telling you, if you watch a right-wing commentator, the Clintons, Bill Gates, they're going to be attacking all the left-wing people. Look at a left-wing commentator. It's all Trump. It's all this other Republican. It's all these conservatives. And it's like, no, guys, it's all of them. It's everyone, left or right. But again, they need to do that to make a living and to garner an audience. So they put money over the truth because they know that if they just pander to a certain audience, tell that certain audience what they want to hear, and keep the illusion going, they're going to get a paycheck for it. And some of them are not just getting a paycheck, from ads and followers. They're getting a paycheck from interests. And there've been a lot of cases, if you've looked into it, whether it's our own government, some organization that's connected to the government, a foreign government, people are taking money to say certain things. And even the people who are not taking a direct payout, they're trying to tap into a very large audience that they can just automatically come in and appeal to. And again, it's like, stop paying attention to the propaganda, realize that they're both on the same team, and that team is united against us, the common people. Oh man, it is pro wrestling. It's totally fake. And again, I used to believe in it. I used to think that this certain politician might make things better or this or that, and I realize it's all fake now. There's no truth behind it. These outcomes are all predetermined, and they go and they have some big fake fight, and they've already decided who's going to win. And people get so wrapped up and distracted. I mean, since these Epstein files have come out, God, there have been so many distractions. I mean, from COVID, from the January 6th riot, from all BLM, all the crazy protests and riots the left is doing, from like all this like stuff. And there's so many distractions they're trying to have. Now the war in Iran, they're trying to like get us as distracted as possible so we don't focus on this rot at the top. Oh my gosh. But that's what it is. It's a game. It's a distraction. And the thing about their distractions is, like, their distractions have consequences. Their distractions are not just smoke and mirrors. Their distractions are, we're going to have a crazy ICE raid, and then we're going to have the left have a crazy protest against it, and then now everyone's focused on that. I mean, with the distractions, it's really like that. Or with COVID, we're going to unleash a deadly disease on the entire populace. I mean, I've seen stuff in the Epstein files talking about how they hate poor people and stuff. Maybe that's what they're trying to do with COVID. Or they realize that like they could let this out and everyone will forget about the Epstein files. And again, I'm not saying that any of these distractions they put out are like, these are all bad things. Like George Floyd getting killed by the cops, that's bad. The stuff they're doing with the ICE raids, that's bad. Obviously, COVID, I mean, they lied about it, but all the crap they did with COVID was awful. Forcing you to get a vaccine, getting all these people sick, causing a fear and pandemonium and paranoia. I mean, it's these crazy psyops that they do, but there are real casualties and real consequences to this stuff they do, and it's a game that they play. And don't believe in it. It's all a bunch of fake nonsense to distract you. So focus on the rot at the top. And guess what? If you get rid of the rot at the top, the distractions, 9/11, another big distraction. And all these events and distractions and rituals they do will stop. The chaos will stop. The enslavement will stop. The insanity will stop, and we'll all be living a lot more peacefully among one another. But man, it's pro wrestling. It's fake. It's a game. They want us to think it's real, but it's just a big illusion they're casting on us. They see us as cattle, as fools, as just a bunch of idiots that they can manipulate. People they can con, people they can scam, people they can gaslight, people they can just play all these games on. But again, we're waking up. We're waking up and we're seeing what's really going on. We're seeing how fake the show is. We're seeing how much of a game it is, and we are waking up. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching, and just don't believe in these fake games they're playing. See through their nonsense, see through their lies, realize they're just trying to create distractions and diversions. They're trying to cause these traumatic events to freak us out and to get us into submission. And just call it out for what it is, see it for what it really is, and don't believe their lies or their games. All right, thank you so much for watching. Much love, God bless, and I will see you all next time.